G'day ladies and gentlemen, my name's Isaac Butterfield and I would like to introduce you to something that is absolutely hilarious. It's called the 4B movement, and it is what women in America are doing to combat the fact that Donald Trump won the election. You see, they're upset, they're mad, and they are angry, and they will not stand for this evil man to return to the White House. So what are they doing? They're complaining, shaving their head, and saying they won't sleep with men anymore. It's a very important video. Join me. To give you a bit of context, this is what this whole 4B thing is about. Liberal women explain why they've been inspired by the 4B movement to go on a sex strike. Wow. You can imagine the type of women that are saying no more sex. And to those women, we say, okay. Like there is absolute fact, you cannot argue with me on this, that women who seem to be a little bit more right-wing are better looking than the fucking blue-haired, hairy armpit, angry chicks on the left. You cannot argue with me on that. You cannot, and you won't win. So that's the end of the discussion. Women in the US are shaving their heads and swearing off sex with their partners in a protest at Donald Trump's re-election. They say their inspiration is from the 4B movement, which originated in South Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, this video is brought to you by the great people at Fume. Now, ladies and gents, we all have bad habits. I've got a few, you've got a few, we all have quite a few. But what if you took the bad out of that habit? Does it remain a bad habit? No, it's just a habit. And that's what Fume does. It takes the bad out of the habit. So let me ask you this. Have you heard of the flavored air category? Well, it's quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking. It's a whole new movement towards better habits, removing the bad, and it's led by Fume. Fume is a flavored air device that's perfect for anyone who's looking to take a break from those bad habits or just wants something enjoyable to use. It's nicotine-free, non-toxic, and completely guilt-free. No batteries, no vapor, and nothing to charge. It's safe and easy to use, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna love the crisp mint flavor. Let me tell you this, it's delicious and it stops your breath smelling awful. Fume is continuously investing in third-party studies to ensure safety of their products, and multiple third-party toxicology reports and studies have been done on the inhalation and design of the plant compounds that they use in their cores. And on top of that, Fume is backed by doctors in the US. Ladies and gentlemen, this holiday season, why don't you give Fume a go, or gift it for someone who needs help breaking that bad habit. Head to tryfume, that's tryfum.com/Butterfield immediately to get yourself a free topper when you order the Journey Pack today. And if you're lucky, you could even try and win one of Fume's limited edition gold-plated devices this holiday season. Now that is exciting. Head to tryfume.com/Butterfield and do it today. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the video. So what is the 4B movement?
No sex with men, no dating men, no getting married to men, and no having children. These are the things some women in the US are promising to do in response to Donald Trump winning the election. It's inspired by the 4B movement.
If y'all insist on making women second-class citizens,
No one's, you're not, shut up.
give you our body.
4B was started by women in South Korea. It's a feminist idea guided by 4 Korean words beginning with B. Beyond means no heterosexual marriage.
Oh, so just straight marriage is the problem. What about dudes marrying dudes? Is that okay? That's like double trouble.
San means no giving birth. Byonye means no dating. And bisexual means no sex.
No marriage, no birth, no dating, no sex. What are you gonna do? What the fuck is the point of anything? What are you gonna do? Okay, you're not gonna, as a younger person, as like a early adulthood, you're not gonna go around trying to get sex everywhere. You're not gonna go to nightclubs, all that type of stuff. Then you're not gonna get married. Then you're not gonna have it. What are you doing? I know a lot of people talk about the crazy cat lady shit, but that's real. Okay, that's sad. I didn't know this until I had a child, but it is the best thing. It is the hardest thing, it is the toughest thing. It fills your body with pain when you have to get up at 5 a.m. every morning, but it is the best. And I think if you're a feminist and looking at this whole thing like we need to stop men and I'm gonna stop them by not having a baby, you're just gonna end up sad, depressed, upset, and alone.
The women in the movement say it's a way to fight against the patriarchy and misogyny, And that's why women in the US who are worried about what could happen to abortion rights and reproductive freedoms under Trump's presidency are signing up.
So Trump basically said that it's up to the states to decide when people can have abortions, if people can have abortions, etc., etc. If you're having a miscarriage, no one's going to stop you having a life-saving surgery or any of that type of shit, all right? That's all just garbage. That's all just bullshit that's spread by people on the fucking internet that have no idea what they're talking about. I feel like most of these people are just caught up in the whole process of this is an exciting thing to buy into. That's all it is. That's all this fucking is. It's a trend.
They say it's a way to protest, keep themselves safe, and take back control over their bodies.
We have to take it back by limiting who we give our bodies to.
Are you a piece of meat or not? I don't think women are pieces of meat. But if you say that I'm going to limit my body and who I give it to, you sound very meatish.
This talk of reproductive
very strange.
rights, it's no coincidence The Handmaid's Tale has shot to the top of Amazon's best-selling
You're
book
not going to be in the fucking Handmaid's Tale. Wake up to yourselves. Jesus Christ.
list since Trump's re-election. Trump said he won't make abortion illegal nationwide, but he has supported individual states bringing in their own bans.
He's supported states making their own decisions, and the governments in those states being voted in by the people who live in those states. Okay, we're going to find out more about the 4B movement that comes out of South Korea. It's a whole thing. Let's just have a look at the meltdown as it happened in real time.
Hey y'all.
Ooh.
Obviously it's been a few days since I've made a video.
Do we all remember this lady? Okay, she obviously hates men, Trump, anything that's fun. Let's see what she has to say.
If you voted for that rotten fucking orange, or you're cool with hanging out with people who voted for that fucking rotted orange, I need you to block me right fucking now, bitch. Oh, you got me fucked up.
This might be the toughest woman of all time. Look at that. Look at her eyes. That fucking terrifies me. Imagine being her man, her partner, her bloke. That is terrifying. That's what you wake up to every single day. This staring at you, blaming you for everything that's wrong in the world. And also your nails. How much shit do you get under those fingernails when you wipe your ass, mate? How much? Quite a bit, I imagine.
You have me so fucked up, bitch, I'm confused. Why the fuck am I getting comments and messages saying things like, oh, so you don't believe women can have difference of a... Shut your fucking mouth.
So anyone who disagrees with this, not just men.
First of all, classifying voting for outright hate and bigotry as difference of opinion either makes you the dumbest bitch alive or a fucking coward.
Right, so this really goes to show you where this hatred comes from. And then that leads into the 4B shit. It's anger, it's hatred, it's vitriol against people who you have a differing opinion on politics with. And this is what Drew and people like her do, okay? They are the Nick Fuentes of the left wing. They look at people on the right and they cannot believe that these people, the enemy, actually feels this way about anything. They cannot understand how a human being can think that way. The problem is they're stuck in this strange loop where they live in a fictional world where their opinions, their views are never questioned. They're just accepted by the strange people who surround them on a day-to-day basis, either on the internet or in real life. This is who is around. Like, look at the face. Look at what I swear that it was on another face when I paused it, and now she's just changed to that. Mate, this lady and all the people like her are angry people.
No, I don't believe that we can be friends and have a difference of opinion.
Okay, no one cares.
When that fucking piece of shit won the first time, I was fucking people up left and right.
No, you weren't. You didn't do anything. Anyway, I guess I was wrong. Drew's not going to talk about the 4B movement. She is talking about cutting off women who voted for Trump. But this video is about the 4B movement. So let's move on from Drew. I'll just double check. I'll watch the rest of the video, make sure she doesn't say anything hilariously, fantastically important, and then we'll move on. Okay, I watched the rest of it. She just continued to yell. Abby Chatfield had the same thing here in Australia. She posted 50 TikToks in 48 hours about the tragedy that was Donald Trump being elected, telling everyone that she knows more about tariffs and taxes and how this will affect the economy. Ladies, well, anyone who had that opinion, can I just check in? It's been a few weeks since Trump was elected. Is everything all right? Did anything change? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Good.
I think people got it messed up with the 4B movement. They're like, so women just aren't gonna get it from anywhere. They're just gonna go without. How are they gonna survive? First off, I think you underestimate what's in my nightstand.
Don't you think that if you were Dylan yourself every single night for Trump's entire presidency, you would eventually go, am I the problem? Am I the issue here? Should I really blame someone I've never met who was in the White House only a few years ago and nothing really happened, nothing bad happened to me? Should I really blame him? Should I really say that no men can just jump on top of me and plow through the streets of my fucking uterus because Trump got elected? It's a strange thing to buy into, and I don't think, I'm sure by this point now, most of these ladies have given up on that whole thing. I guarantee you, most of them have. Because this is just something you put on social media. All your friends get in the comments saying, oh, babe, you're so, fuck off. All right? But this chick's not crazy enough. We need crazy. Do you have the courage to do it? Shave your head to tell everybody that voted for Donald Trump that you look fucking ridiculous. That's what you... Why are you doing this? Why? What does that prove? What does shaving your head prove? I just want to say this. How dare you, as a 4B movement person, how dare you shave your head? Have you thought about the women with alopecia? Because this lady has, to the women shaving their head for the 4B movement. You say you're shaving your head, so men won't want you. But does that mean that men shouldn't want women who have struggled with hair loss due to alopecia and chemo? 925,000 likes, you fucking bigots. You bigots. You're worse than Trump.
This is how I've cut men out of my life completely and how you can as well. I'm right now at 7B status. So there is 4B, which is no sex with men, no marriage, no babies. I already do that. 7B is the most extreme level of not having to interact with men at all.
Okay.
So the first thing is I'm very mindful about the media that I consume.
Oh, you poor thing, just listening to female podcasts all day. That's a fate worse than death.
So instead I read educational content, true crime to keep me aware. I love poetry about self-love and healing and anything to do with enhancing my hobbies.
True crime. So the only interaction with men you have is with murderers.
Second thing I do is if I'm ever in a situation where I have to choose between talking to a man or a woman, I will always defer to the woman. The man does not even exist. I completely ignore his presence.
What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Jesus.
4B movement.
Oh.
I'll just never be done being proud of your generation and doing what we should have done.
Yep, stop fucking dudes.
I've always said it like this.
Okay.
I lived my life
I bet.
like a man.
What does that mean?
Got my own place.
Fuck yeah, because only men can do that.
Date who I want.
Yeah, only men can do that.
When I want. Go on vacation.
Only men go on vacation.
No kids, no responsibilities of kids, no daycare, no bullshit.
So what are you doing now? I understand that some people can't have children. And that's different. That's a burden, I think, and that sucks. But when you choose not to do it, I feel like you miss out on so much. What does she get up to now? There's only a little bit to go in this video. I want to see if she actually says what she gets up to.
No baby mama, no baby daddy. Do it.
Do it.
I'm 61 years old. Here you go.
What are you doing?
Here's that, oh, I'm going to die alone with cats, lady. Actually, I've got them falling out of my pockets. And
bet
a
you do.
boyfriend. You're welcome.
And a boyfriend. I might be wrong, but wouldn't you prefer at 62 rather than going home to your cats? You know, your kids who are almost grown up come over and they bring their kids. I would much rather be a grandma than to think that your entire life is a success because you decided not to have kids because men are sexist. If you're happy, great. But I don't think you are.